It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A first down carry for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out to his left. Stiff-armed him. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This is caught.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's second and 10.
63.
They'll look to throw here. Complete. It's Dotson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Third down at 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Buying time to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 43. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 58 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
This second and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Boy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They go play action with Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Justin. It's a loss of 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Second and 12, operating from the 39. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this. And a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Dotson in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the... Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Barkley, inside handoff. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 36 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And now off to the races, down the right side. One man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. In motion left is a running back. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Sheds off the tackle. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Henry, they'll try and run for it with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tylan Wallace from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Out to his left. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 3 quarters have come and gone. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Jackson. He completes it to Henry. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Dotson in motion right.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll drop to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 45 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And able to get this out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nnamdi Madubuike able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 3rd down and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Throwing, Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him.
All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a first throw here in overtime. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Henry up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 13. To throw is Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Pulled in at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts, complete, it's Dotson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. So here's a 3rd and 14. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. He's in. Touchdown. They win it deep into the overtime period. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half.